Quentin, I'm so glad you're here. Jeff, this is my brother, Quentin Chamberlain. I need to speak with him.
Go ahead.
Alone.
Hey, you heard the lady. All right. Just let me know as soon as you have the answers I need.
I most certainly will. You know, there really is something about that man I just don't like.
Yeah.
Quint, this is my secretary, Lance Delaney.
Secretary? Yeah, Miss Chamberlain's teaching me the ropes.
Boy, at the moment, Miss Chamberlain is on the ropes.
Vanessa, why don't you start by just telling me what the problem is?
Well, sure. That pompous little so-and-so that just left.
What about him?
Earlier, Lance and I were having our morning croissant and espresso, and he bursts in and insists on getting all these figures about the tankers and the oil.
Well, was that all the information he gave you?
Well, apparently there's this oil somewhere in this company.
Durham Transport Authority.
Yeah, well, they need to know how many tankers it's going to take to ship this oil.
How much oil is in the reservoirs?
Well, that's exactly what I need to know.
Well, then you better ask someone.
Well, fine, but who? I can't ask Jeff. I can't ask the secretary. Both of them would go running to Alan. That's why I need your help, darling.
Vanessa, I don't know where you expect me to find that information.
Oh, well, it's all right there in the computer. That's what Daddy said. They keep this kind of information right here.
Do either one of you know how to operate a computer?
Don't look at me. I mean, you have to start at the age of 12 to be able to work one of these things.
Yeah, well, I saw this movie a few weeks ago where these two kids did all kinds of wild things with a computer.
You've had scientific training. You can figure it out.
Vanessa, I have a feeling I'm going to regret your ever having taken this job. Let's see.
You're pregnant. That's wonderful, Nola. That's great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And Quentin must be, too.
Oh, yeah. He's a regular proud father.
Wow. When did you find out?
Last week?
Really? What took you so long to tell me?
Oh, nothing. I didn't want to upset you.
Why would I be upset?
Oh, you know what you've been through. The miscarriage and everything.
Is that what everybody thinks of me now? I'm too fragile?
No, Marie, nobody thinks that. It's just that, well, you know, nobody wants to upset you again, that's all.
Honey, I could never be upset that you're going to have a baby. It's wonderful.
Well, you know, you were a little shook up, you know, when I had Stacy over the other day.
Well, I'd only been out of the hospital a few days. Of course I was shook up.
Yeah, I just should have known better.
Oh, look, I know that you did it to cheer me up.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't want to mess this up. I'm really glad you came over when I called you, because, you know, I didn't want you to hear this sort of news from a total stranger or anything.
Guess I sort of brought this on myself, didn't I?
What do you mean?
Nola, you're not the only one to be tiptoeing around on eggshells. I see it at the hospital all the time. Everybody's running around with pity on their faces. Now my own family can't be straight with me.
You know, Maureen, I don't think it's the family's not being straight with you. I just think that people don't want you to be hurt again, that's all.
Well, I know. That's something I have to get through on my own. And time heals all. Ed and I'll try again.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because I think you two will just make the greatest parents in the whole world. And besides Stacy and the baby, I'm gonna need somebody to play with, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I told you.
Oh, I am too. You know, Nola, this news has made me happier than I felt in a long, long time. So...
That's it. That's it. No matter what I punch into the thing, all I get is filing error, retry.
Look, you cannot give up, please.
Vanessa, I don't know what you expect me to do. I don't know the codes.
We've got to do something. We've got to think of something. Jeff's going to be here any minute.
Why don't we just lock the door and pretend like we went to lunch?
Oh, okay.
You have got to be kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm so desperate, I'll try anything.
All right, Vanessa, call Alan in Washington.
Except call Alan in Washington.
Vanessa, Alan doesn't expect you to know everything that's happened in this company since you left.
You're exactly right. He doesn't. He's setting me up. That's why I'm not going to give him the satisfaction.
Then I'll call him.
You touch that phone, and I'm never going to talk to you again.
Vanessa, you're going to have to come up with a bigger threat than that.
All right. Don't you understand? This is very important to me. Please.
All right, Vanessa. Now, is there anyone else around here that can give you that information? I mean, think.
I have thought. Of course, the obvious person is Daddy, but I don't want to call him. I don't want to trouble him. He's convalescing so well.
Well, that's very wise of you, Vanessa.
Yeah, and I tried to call Tricia earlier, but she's out all day long on some sort of funding thing. Oh, damn. Why do people put all the information in some dumb little TV screen? I mean, doesn't anybody believe in committing pen to paper anymore? Oh.
Vanessa, hitting the computer isn't going to help.
Look! Look!
What?
Metric oil reserves.
I don't believe it.
What?
Vanessa, somehow or another, you tripped the key to this thing. Look, here's the oil reserves. Uh-huh. And here's the conversion table. This will tell you exactly how many tankers you're going to need to make that oil shipment.
Oh.
Miss Chamberlain, you are amazing.
I think I really am. Oh, well, I wish you could join Mom and me for lunch.
Well, I think I better just stay here and see what happened with Quint down at the office.
Well, there must have been a big problem. He isn't back yet.
Well, listen, between you and me, I think the pressure of this job is really starting to get to Vanessa.
Is she really impossible to live with?
No, it's just the opposite. She's being so nice to me. It's scaring me to death. I mean, I think she's lost all her marbles.
Well, look, I have to get going, but can I tell Mom? Does she know anything about
No. Because Quint and I are going to make the sort of formal announcement at company tonight. So why don't you and Ed come?
Oh, gee, I wish we could, but we're having dinner for Ross Marler and Claire Ramsey. Do you know Claire? She's one of the new
Well,
residents.
she's that girl that Kelly is rooming with or living with or
Yeah,
something.
as far as I know.
Oh, Maureen, good. You're still here.
Oh, wait, I am, but I'm sorry. I was just about to leave.
Oh, I was hoping you'd stay and have luncheon with us.
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm having lunch with Mom. So, how was your walk?
Oh, marvelous. This one's a great driver, you know. Fast. I think we should enter the Indianapolis 500.
All right, when you can push me around.
I can do that right now.
I'll give you until next Memorial Day for that.
Oh, you're such a spoiled sport.
Oh, poor thing.
Give my love to your mother, will you please, Maureen?
I certainly will, you.
Listen, I'm going to walk Maureen out to the car. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, where's Quentin?
Oh, he went out for a while.
Oh, I see.
Bye.
Bye.
How about, were you able to help Vanessa?
Well, let's just say Vanessa managed to help herself.
Oh.
Excuse me. I was just fixing some lunch for Mr. Chamberlain. I was wondering if I could fix you two anything.
Oh,
Now that you mention it, I have developed quite an appetite.
oh, yeah, Vanessa will do that to you.
Well, lunch will be ready in 15 minutes.
All right, I'm going to go check Stacy before lunch. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, Jane, while I was out, were there any telephone messages for me?
No? Oh, yes, there was one phone call, but they hung up when I answered the phone. You know, that's not the first time that's happened either.
That's funny. That happened the other day to Nola. Oh, probably just some wrong number.
I don't think so. They seemed to stay on the phone a long time, like they were listening.
Jane, if that happens again, you will let me know, won't you?
Oh, you bet. Because I don't think those phone calls are going to stop.
Now, you two run along and enjoy yourselves. Oh, and tell Bea that I hope to be coming over to see her very soon.
We will.
Oh, that reminds me. Vanessa called and she said that she was going to be late.
Oh, but don't worry. We won't be late.
Oh, you can be as late as you want. Just have fun. The curfew shall not ring tonight.
Oh, that's good. Okay, good night.
Good night.
See you later. Bye, kid.
Bye.
Now, dear.
Seems...
Hi there.
Bye.
Listen, Tony said your mom and Eli will be in it any minute.
Now, you didn't tell Mom why we were here, did you?
Oh, do you think I would deprive you of that pleasure?
She's just going to flip out. Just absolutely flip out.
Oh, I'd say so. Just wish we could tell Henry.
Well, you know, we'll be able to once the doctor says he's okay, and there's no need to worry because he just needs to rest for a while, that's all.
All he needs is some time. Just doesn't, push himself so hard. He's always been used to working hard all his life.
Well, he's been very good about that lately. there's just one thing that I'm worried about. That's that he can't remember things.
You mean about the respirator being unplugged?
Yeah, and also the night that he had the heart attack.
Well, the doctor says that kind of memory loss isn't unusual with the trauma of that kind.
And that he'll get it back sooner or later?
Oh, sure. He says that that kind of memory loss is something the mind does to protect the body from too much stress.
That's incredible. I didn't know that. Listen, I'm going to put her to bed because she's just so sleepy right now.
Okay.
Let me put your bottle over here. I'll see you later.
All right.
Oh, no, we're going to tell her tonight.
Oh, the joint will be jumping when you do.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Nola.
Thank you. Are you okay, Leslie Ann? You look a little tired or something.
I am a little, yeah.
Well, you shouldn't work too hard.
Well, the hospital's been kind of hectic lately, but it seems to be settling down a bit now.
Well, listen, take care of yourself. I'm going to put Stacy to bed right now.
Good night, Stacy.
Okay.